It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got the Chargers' veteran linebacker. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Chargers and the Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Looking to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead. There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You look at this Arizona defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago. And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're going to look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, this defense for the Cardinals very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright? I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. Allen's first catch, good for a first down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Chargers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st down, Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Allen now on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Cardinals hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to move back in front. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
We'll get this out to Barkley complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this is caught by Williams. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And those two have gone to the break with a score 21-7. The Seahawks trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but flags all over the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Defense.
Well, I have to say that I've never, ever seen this one before. They get the interception, but instead of taking the football, they accept the penalty.
But Brandon, you ever heard the term overthinking it? Because that's what it feels like to me. They had the interception. Why are you going to turn that one back? I'm really curious to hear what the explanation would be for making that decision.
Hard to imagine a quarterback like this would be available in a trade. I mean, what an impact he's going to have. And
you know exactly why they went out and got him. They want to win and win big, and he provides that opportunity for them.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now Allen throwing on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Now Allen. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Allen again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That time multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So still 14 yards to go, second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. 3rd and 12. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 4. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Being chased out left. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. On play action, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Martinez. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Allen to throw once more.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going up, taking it right down Broadway. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery. Touchdown for Arizona. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Taken in at the 22. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Martinez.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Allen. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Allen. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Cardinals win it. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so
is under
here.
review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 59 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
11 Thomas, 11 Mighty, 11 Mighty.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 11.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Well,
that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the deep.
Touchdown, Bengals! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
13.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season.
And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Jackson, option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
12. 11 MT. 11.
Here they'll
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On second down, here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
McPherson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Again, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down. Whoa.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
He's got, but I think the ball's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Again, it's Burrow. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throw caught by Flowers. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Hey, middle. You. Yeah.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So, to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
On two, ready? Gun.
Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Get set.
Now Burrow. That is caught, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the air again, Burrow. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game.
Here we go.
Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
12.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is
Neutral
this
zone
against?
infraction. Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that,
Still
Brandon.
second down.
That's just a free gift to the offense.
Here we go. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Play action. It's Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
2nd and a couple.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
To throw again is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1 yard gain.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Jackson now. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
44 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 10. 1:47 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 2nd and 6 coming up. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Jackson to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go. 1st and goal. Throwing now is Jackson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here's Jackson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd.